Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lena. Look what I made. Yay! I like it a lot. It's supposed to be a stained glass window, and there's a lot of fun things on this poster, so let me get some close up. Okay, up in the sky we got some foiled stars, and I love it a lot. And then we got the stained glass window, where I used Yupo paper with alcohol inks and then also some foiling in the space between the papers. And then we come down to this girl, and I'm sorry for the color. Maybe if I turn it a little bit. The problem with this recording is that it doesn't really show how fluorescent orange bright her hair is, but it's like super nice orange. I think maybe if I turn it a little bit, film it like this, maybe. No. Okay, I'm just making people seasick, but I really like this girl a lot, and she's got freckles. It's the first time that I tried to draw freckles. There we go. Now we get more of that orange crazy there, right there. It's funny what difference it makes with the camera. Look, if I twist my hand, then it becomes a different orange. Like, can you see, like now it's like reddish, and then when I go up, it just changes. Yeah, but in real life it's like super orange, really looking fresh. And then I tried some like Art Nouveau border things down here, and also some more foil. And then for the foliage background, I didn't want to make it too detailed because honestly I think her hair is taking away so much detail. So I just made a very simple foliage background, but I get the vibe from do you know the Disney movie called Brave, with this girl living in the forest and she's got like orange hair? I kind of get that vibe when I look at this. But oh my god, this was such fun to make. It got a little bit of everything in it. So yep.
Yes, um, alcohol inks and Yupo paper is not something that I play with a lot, but I kind of just wanted that feeling of watching pigments spread out into that alcohol ink. It is such, I don't know, stress relief. You know what's magical about this? Well, you know when it dries up and you think that it's closed, because that's how it is with watercolor. When as soon as the paper is dry and the pigment is dry on the paper, it's kind of locked in position. But with this Yupo paper and the alcohol inks, even though it's dried, then you come back with a drop of new ink and then it just immediately starts to move again. It is just mesmerizing. And of course, it's also hard to stop because you can keep on building on top of it. So I kind of overdid it a little bit, but I knew that I was gonna slice them up into squares, so I thought that some of the areas were too big in one color, like too big a blue area. So my goal here is that I try and make some blobs occur on each little square when it's finally cut up. But I have to say that I think I play way too little with this alcohol ink. It's really um, almost meditative to look at when it's spreading out, just feathering out. Here it's sped up 4 times, so it looks like the ink moves particularly fast. But the real trick is just to sit quietly and then just watch it move. So it was really fun. And then I took some glitter glue and then made some crackling line work looking like crackling, and then just ordinary foil, and then I switched between a purple and a golden, and then ended up with these pieces. So I cut them up, and then I took a Sharpie or a black marker and then just etched them. Here I'm starting on the poster. What I knew that I was going to glue on all these stained glass things and stuff like that. So my trick was that I first put down some basic drawing of the face itself, because imagine if I screwed up the face and everything around her was done. That would be a disaster, right? So my tip is, if you're gonna do so much mixed media on a piece of poster, is to get the hardest thing done first, and for me it's the face. I know it looks like it's effortless, like I did just wing out these faces, but I really struggle, and I still have big issues with proportions. A good example is here. I'm redoing my sketch because I thought that she looked out of proportion. So I'm moving the shoulder and also her chest area. So, but it just shows to tell, that I am I'm not totally secure on what I'm doing. So it was very calming for me to do the hardest part first on the blank sheet, and then was satisfied with the face, so I knew that I could start building up the page around her, because I wanted her hair to come over the frame so that it doesn't look so stiff. So I knew that I had to put the frame down first, the background, and in order to know how much the frame should take out of space, I needed to glue in the stained glass, and it was a puzzle, and I really liked the diversity on this. Could we call it a drawing or a painting? Because there's a little bit of everything, like foiling, Posca pen, acrylic, and gluing things in, and then the alcohol inks, and then of course a lot of finger painting. But I really enjoyed having these elements that are very different from one another. So that's what I think is fun about these giant sheets. They usually don't turn out that great when I mash up a lot of techniques on one page. It usually looks a little bit, I want to say, like immature, or I don't know. It's very rare that I make it work. And I think it's because it's a clash of a lot of colors and a lot of techniques that I don't really have fully controlled under my belt. So I really need to be careful with color selection. Like there was a time where I thought that, oh, I should make her hair like pink, but then I realized, that would be stupid, because I so easily would overdo it with the colors. So the reason why her hair was orange is because I got a dark night blue background, the sky, and the complementary color to blue is orange. And then I also chose to have some like a bluish greenish dress. And the reason why it's like blue greenish, like lime green with blue, is because I knew that I wanted a green foliage background. So I thought that if I had made her dress like pink or purple or red or yellow, or like any other color, then it would be yet another item that would like be in your face, standing out. So I kind of was forced to work with a palette that was like bluish greenish to calm it down. And I think it was a good choice because, hey, if I had like free hands, it would be like the whole palette would be in this piece of paper. Her dress, I watched the red carpet from the Oscar show, and they said that the trend right now with dresses in couture was that it looked like underwear, like really close fit, and then it looked like Gucci style would be that it was a super close fit, like a bra almost, like a corset, and then a dress. So I'm having that in mind here, thinking like, how can I make something that looks like a corset and then becoming a dress? So what I do is that I work on this like it's a bra, and then in the end, I put some green fabric on the, if I can say, the tip of her boobs, so it becomes a dress. Don't know if it makes sense, but it was fun to have this basic idea of how I wanted her dress to look like because I was going for this kind of a little bit Art Nouveau um, feel to it. So yeah, but I'm still finger painting. It's very stress relieving for my fingers, and I think it's a nice way of applying paint. And oh, by the way, I do use Posca pens on this one, and I can just feel that what a great idea to switch between so many medias, like finger painting. Here using a brush. What I'm putting on here is a glaze of the color shift because I had a black frame around it, and then it just reminded me too much of a quilt, when you have like a black fabric border. So I thought that I would put a glaze on top of it, and then when I'm doing this glaze, I'm thinking that then I could edge the frame with a black Posca, and that's when the idea came to do the Art Nouveau frame border style with the Posca pen. Okay, the hair. You know what? I'm really having difficulty with hair. And on my last drawing, I disliked that the hair came out so streaky. So now I'm simply just playing and experimenting. I'm experimenting with to avoid streaky hair, to go in with round shapes like curls, and then hoping that I will not get a very streaky look. So I'm trying to come in with the circular movement while I'm blending out the color, and it kind of works. I avoid getting that streaky look, but then I also realize that the way it ends in the hair strand looks so nice because it's like wisped out, and then I need a background, right? Because I cannot get that wisped effect if I need to paint around it later on. So I have to stop right there and then start putting in the background. And for the background, I just simply choose a cohesive look of foliage because yeah, I'm working with gelato, so I got the options that if I wanted to put flowers in, I could actually have taken a wet baby wipe, making circular motions to remove pigment and put in flowers like that. And I was thinking about, oh, it could be so cool to make like a field of dandelions or something, but I think it will get too detailed. Sometimes you need areas on a drawing where the eye is kind of resting on something that's blurred out and don't have any sharp edges, like it's a peaceful resting place for your eyes. So I just went in with tissue and then I damped the surface with a mister. And then with the tissue, I'm simply just going for that foliage look. and it kind of works out nice. So I won't forget this um, trick, could you call it, or tip or whatever. I won't forget what I learned right here. You know, to get something blurry in a different texture as a background. So yeah, it's just so easy when you like to draw and paint to make everything be so detailed, but um, some things need to just be blurred out. Love, love, love the freckles is. Why have I not thought about making freckles before? I don't know. She looks so cute with the freckles. So I think that what I like about this face is that it's so natural. It's not filled up with a lot of makeup or lipstick or eyeshadow or long
I kind of
lashes.
cut
It's
myself
just
off.
very
What I
natural,
like about this
natural
face
feeling
is
to
that
this
it's so
face.
natural. Let me see if I can lift it up. Oh, I freaking hate this filming tutorials and stuff because it's just Peter. I love the way that it's so natural with the no long lashes, no makeup, just very simple. So I think that I will practice more girls like this, kind of getting away from that Jane Davenport stylish, you know, where there is like a ton of makeup. But it's also super fun to make those faces, right? But sometimes it's still so fun to kind of just go natural. I wanted to have the hair coming out of the frame. So note to self, I think I could have done a much better job than this. I kind of screwed it up. But that's what's so fun about these poster sides. It's just practice, you know. So I'm not, I don't, it's not like devastating, like, oh, the whole drawing is ruined. But I think the next time I'm gonna draw in the whole frame and then come on top of it with maybe white gesso or something white, and then come in with the hair. But the issue is the hair, because when is it stopping, when is it starting? So it was actually difficult to do these up here. But I think if I have worked with acrylic, it would have been no issue at all. But with gelatos, it's not as opaque as acrylic, so you will be able to see through it. So yeah. But all in all, I'm really fond of this window up here. You know, the whole kind of Art Nouveau inspired framework. I really think it's, I don't know, it's a little bit scary when you're standing with your Posca pen and have to draw something that's symmetric from side to side. So I took a dinner plate and then just followed the curves from the plate, so at least the curves would be okay. And then I just thickened the line work in the end. But I think I should play more with these borders. It is super fun, a super fun addition to what we are making. My hubby and my son went to Spain, where they hiked mountains and stuff like that. And then they took a lot of awesome vacation pictures. They are so good at taking pictures when they're on a trip. And then they already have this calendar, and yeah, I'm just gonna flip through it because maybe you guys would like to see. It's basically just my son in this calendar, and this is a little bit blurred out. And look, they're at a place where it's snow. It looks so cold. It looks so cold. And then look how remote it is. I am so glad that I'm not on that trip, because I wouldn't be able to hike as much as they do. They are really, but look at the nature. I mean, look at the valley down here. It's just amazing. It is stunning. If I was on this trip, I would sit and then do sketches. I wouldn't walk on the trail. Oh man, this is so good. I have to show you this. My son sent this picture to a friend of his, and then they thought that it looked totally like a commercial for Nike. So they manipulated with the picture. I'm showing it afterwards. But it's a good picture of my son. And oh my god, look, that's the trail. That's how it looks, like a rocky trail. And then in Malaga, they went to the beach where they, you know, you can do a lot of things, swim and surf and I don't know what else. And I think this is also in Malaga. Oh, he is so cute. I should try and paint some of these pictures. Look at pictures like that. Isn't it just awesome? I mean, they're so good at, you can't really tell, but it's like a blue sky up here. There's so much glare. What if I close this light? No, it's even worse. Okay. It's like totally ice blue sky up here, a white wall, and then he's sitting out in a terrace, and that's the step up to the balcony. Just an awesome picture. And then that's, I guess you didn't like those yeah, but let me get that other picture. Okay, took this picture, right, and then made this one out of it. It cracks me up. I think it is so hilarious. So it turns out like a Nike commercial. Just do it, and then he's actually wearing Nike shoes. So I think it's hilarious. We should do this more often with our own pictures, you know, like take some pictures and then just make them into commercials. That could be so funny. Imagine a whole journal like that. Oh, that could be so funny. But yeah, that was just, I just wanted to share this holiday footage, and I think it's so awesome that you can just get it printed out in a calendar. So yeah, nice. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.